Okay, hi everybody. I would like to record a video where I try DeepSeek version 4 fast together with BigConfig the package once to provision a web application with DNS, TLS, SMTP for the bytecoder. So I am here inside a folder. I will use PyDev as agent. First thing, I will run Docker, and I will run Docker in this folder. So this folder contains only the Py credentials from a previous run. So now my image will freeze. I'm copying the command to install PyDev. Yeah, we are installing PyDev. Yes, we want Node.js. Yes, install the agent. Okay, so now let's evaluate this. Start the agent. Py. Okay, Py, DeepSeek, Flash, Hi. Now let's open another Emacs and let's copy the prompt and I will change it a little. I'm making different tests, so markdown mode, so deploy Fizzy, the usual Basecamp app, BigConfig once is the package, make sure that Babashka is installed, review the source code, create the bb.edn file, and then run bb validate, and iterate on failures. That's it. Okay, so we need Babashka, we need to understand how once package works, and then we need to create the bb file, and then I cannot say now to create the SSH. So there is a validation that is missing, that is the SSH agent and the SSH key that I need to implement deterministically, but I will figure it out later. So while I will try to make it work anyway. Okay, so if I paste this, then it starts in this work. It's really fast, difficult to follow, but most likely is understanding. It will give us a summary later, but most likely is understanding what we are talking about and is creating the bb file and as soon as he runs bb validate, he will have the feedback that a lot of tools are missing, so he will provision a lot of tools in this container. Okay, so he's making a lot of guesses here because, for example, the domain is example.com that I don't own. So I will have to fix it later. So validate is not passing. Now he understands that Java is not there, so he's gonna install Java. But in few seconds, he was able to have a bb.edn with the task validate, and then the LLMs are very good when they have a test that they can run until it works. They can really iterate very quickly. So now we are waiting for apt to install the JDK 21. That's the home. Okay, run the validate again. And now he sees that Git is also missing. Okay, then he runs. Okay, now this is the validate task that is downloading stuff. And he says that there is no the AWS CLI. So now he's okay, he's writing something about the credentials. Maybe we should have written in the plan to use a .env file for the credentials. He's installing Ansible. Now Tofu. I mean, last time he tried to install Ansible using let's see if it works, because I think he's again he's making this. He's doing he's installing Ansible in a way that is not working. Okay, let's see if we can figure out how to install Ansible on Ubuntu. Okay, we are waiting for what? Okay, Ansible now is in local bin. Scopeo is to check the Docker images. Okay, Scopeo was installed. DigitalOcean control, because we're using that. AWS CLI, I have no idea why we're installing AWS. I don't think, unless he has decided to use in the configuration some resources from AWS. Okay, there is progress. Amazing. No, he's reading the validate. He's reading those snippets of Clojure are from the validate. So using the validate as a map to understand how to proceed. I mean, this model is very impressive. Okay, so let's see if he will ask us for a configuration or not. I mean, he doesn't have credentials. Now, instead of S3, he's using local. So now he will not need the AWS CLI for sure, because the validate will not use it. I have no idea where those credentials come. I think they are made up. No, these are not credentials. It's the private, the public key. Okay, all good. Okay, so the public key, of course, is working only in development mode. Doesn't work now, so you should figure out that he needs to create the keys. Let's see. Okay, but if he loops forever until he figure out the credential, I think he's gonna be tough, because I have to provide the credential. So I hope he has an exit eventually. Okay, so are we done? Looks so. So the schema passed. Amazing, because with the validation, we provide feedback to the agent when the data structure is correct. The tools are all there. I don't know. I think AWS CLI was included in the tools because he started with a backend for Terraform on S3. He needs real API keys for 3 provider. Okay, he figured out that, but he was able to check that Fizzy. This is because the validator, he checks all the 4 categories and it doesn't stop at the first error. So somehow we can enable the agent to make progress without immediately asking the user to. So this is the summary. Babashka install, Java install, the schema validated, the tools, the credentials are missing. Then he says he has created the .envrc.private. I mean, he's just copying the style of the package itself that uses the env. Here he says how to deploy after we have configured, of course, the credentials. So we can have a look here. Where are we? Okay, so he has created this bb.edn. So let's have a look at it. Okay, makes sense. He has a lot of tasks once. And he copies the option.edn from where? I guess we need to, he has added the source and a lot of dependencies. And in the source, interesting, so he has recreated the package itself. So the package itself, this is the package itself. So bb.edn is now, the whole package has been vendored. Okay, that's okay. Depsy, then he says, yeah, he has vendored the whole package. I mean, it's okay. And now the bb.edn, here, of course, these are the settings for development. I don't expect the user to do this. And the only thing that is missing is to export. So he didn't create the .envrc, so I can ask create the .envrc private for me with the placeholders. Okay, I don't know where he's creating now this thing. Okay, he's putting everything inside the git ignore. That makes sense. bb boo boo baba. Let's see. Okay, so now the private is here. I mean, we can rename it. Make it. Okay, so you understand that for this we need DigitalOcean, Resend, and Cloudflare for the domain. So I guess let me see what did he pick for the infrastructure. He decided to use option BB. Option BB would be in source closure IO. BB would be Fizzy. Okay, so Fizzy contains Resend, Cloudflare, local, digital, and deploy. Okay, so we can do something that we can also say vendor options in bb.edn. Getting rid of the merge with, I guess it's merge with. Let me see, merge with, yes. Let's see if he can do this step. I think he should be able. The model is capable enough. So bb.edn supports data structures. And the only thing he needs to be careful that he needs to define the data structure inside the init key inside the bb.edn. Maybe I should have helped him telling to use the init. No, I don't know what he's talking about. I hope he's talking about what I'm saying about the syntax of the bb.edn. Depth. Okay, it's like the colon requires, so you can do the requires, and then you can do init, and then you can do a def. Okay, but in general, if the validate is successful, the create also successful. I don't do the create because it's taking long. But what is happening is that there are multiple Terraform modules, actually Terraform projects with their own state. One for the compute, one for the DNS, one for the SMTP, one for the what's the name? DNS, SMTP. Let's see it again. Okay, let's see what BEDN has written. Yeah, I should have written. I mean, I should put in the prompt the rules to modify the bb.edn. What happens is that I think the model training data doesn't learn about some differences between closure and Eden files. So, for example, the notation, the shortcut notation, double semicolon cannot be used. The macro hash cannot be used. You need to do anonymous function with fn. So I have no idea what he's doing, why he's taking so long. I guess he's running bb validate and he's checking that he's working like before. Okay, now bb then is vendored, validation, everything like before, still the credential, and let's see what he has created. So what he has vendored, so task require help once let profile. Okay, so he was not able to, he was not smart enough to create a init. So we can try to ask him to refactor the profile in the init block close to requires. Let's see. This is a problem of training data. Refactor the profile in every task of bb.edn in the init block close to the requires block. Let's see. Yeah, that's the point of the models. You know, the models they are amazing writing JavaScript. Maybe Clojure is more difficult because there is less training data. And also, who knows about the reinforcement learning? They prepare for the major languages compared to the niche languages. What? That was fast. Nice. I'm very happy with this model. He was able to clean up everything. I mean, we can even say remove the private task from bb.edn. Let's see if he understands the difference between public and private task. Yes, he does. Oh, I'm really impressed. Wow. Unbelievable. Now he runs again the validate. He's also cleaning the requires because you don't need all this shit. Okay, there is a problem with the parentheses. Let's see if we can make it. Yes, we can, because when it takes so long, it means it's working because the validate is taking time. And is exporting Java, is exporting the local bin, and then taking a lot. Okay, all good, and of course the credential not working. Let's see. Yes. So now we have a very simple and yeah, I'm impressed. Wow, this model is really cool. I don't know, I think we have spent 3 cents for this session. I mean, the previous session was 3 cents and it was way longer than this one. This one was even shorter. I'm not very familiar with how to read the tokens here. Yeah, but he thinks it's 1 cent, 2 cents, I guess. I'm also new to PyDev, but I love it. It's really cool. Yeah, so that's the video. Amazing results with DeepSeek version 4 fast and reasoning high. Yeah, the prompt super sure. I was able to configure the package correctly, and the validate still is missing some code that I need to implement so that the SSH is captured, the misconfiguration of SSH is captured validation time, but otherwise, yeah, the agent with just validate is able to get the job done and you are working configuration. No? That's it. That's the demo for today. Thank you, everybody, and have a great day. Bye-bye.